What's happening, people? We're out and about again today, and as you can see from that sign there, I am at Morrison's. However, this is not another shopping video. We're actually visiting Morrison's Cafe. I've come to my local Morrison's, which is in Elland, a little town between Halifax and Huddersfield. I'm going to give their cafe a go. Now, I was thinking about creating some sort of mini-series where I do all the supermarket cafes, so I'm just doing this one as a tester. So really get behind it if you want to see the other supermarkets, your Asda's, your Tesco's. Sainsbury's, do they have a cafe? I don't know. Let me know in the comments the other supermarket cafes and let me know what, because I know that Aldi don't have one, does it? And I don't think Lidl do. However, I'm not 100% sure. Marks and Spencers do, don't they? So, but that's expensive. Anyway, today it's about Morrison's, but get behind this video if you want to see more like this. And I'm actually going to do it a little bit different today. I'm going to try do a little voiceover because it is quite busy in there. So, and they've got music on, and so I think a lot of the places that I'm looking to go to, like pub lunches and things, they're gonna have music on, so maybe this is a way to go to, so that I can actually speak and like tell you what I think without getting copyright strikes and that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna try it today. Might not even see this video if I can't do a voiceover. Maybe I could get work as a voiceover actor. Anyway, let's get in there now and get this full breakfast ordered, and we'll see what it's like. Let's go. So as you go through the front door, you are greeted by a screen, and you order your breakfast on the screen rather than with the actual person. So if you want to make any changes, you've got to do it all on here. Obviously I just get it as it comes. You could have chips £1.59 there, but I did not do that. I've of course went for the ultimate breakfast at £6.99. I did realise that it doesn't come with a hot drink, so we've added a cup of tea for £1.29. That gives us a total of £8.28, and then you get a number which you pick up from the side and take it to your table. They do have a selection of, although sparse as you can see by these photos now, these videos now, they do have a selection of like cereals, cakes, fruit, like sandwiches and things, and you have to make your own pot of tea, so you fill your own pot up using these machines here. However, as you're about to find out, in this pot of tea, one pot of tea like this actually only fills up 1 cup, so the pot's a bit of a waste of time really, because you could just fill the cup up. Maybe I should have done that. Anyway, you live and learn. These milks, oh, the worst thing ever. Why not just put a jug of milk out? I like milky tea, obviously regular user channels. I've been slated for that before, but I like milky tea, and you just feel a bit silly getting 5 or 6 of these, so I just stuck with 3, and yeah, sugar out of a packet as well. I had 1 sugar in this. It wasn't a bad cup of tea all in all. The only problem is when you needed a bit more tea later in the video, there isn't any. You can't. It's not refillable. So this Morrison's Cafe here is nice and clean, as you can see here. It seats probably 50 people, maybe more. Take a look at this menu. So don't forget, on this one, you get kids eat free all day every day with an adult meal of £4.49. So here is the breakfast. As you can see, it's been thrown together with no care, I'll say. You get 3 sausages on this ultimate breakfast, and they looks like they've either been overdone or they've been pre-cooked a long time ago and been sat there. 2 hash browns, which actually do look really nice. You get a slice of fried bread, which obviously they cut in half, and it does look like a bit greasy there, doesn't it? Mushroom that literally looks like it's been dug up, but I don't mind that. A nice earthy mushroom. Regular viewers of the channel will know that sometimes I'm a bit funny with my bacon, and this one does look very undercooked for me. Beans are beans. The black pudding looks quite nice, I must be honest. It looks like it's been nicely grilled, and it's like quite a thick piece, so that's always good. You've got an egg which looks like it was runny when it was cooked, however it came already burst and looks a little bit drab, if I'm honest. And a raw tomato, which I prefer tinned tomatoes, but all in all it is a full breakfast. So it did say on the machine they had to pay 10p for sauces. However, she did ask me when she came over if I wanted any sauce, and I did say yes, I'll have a brown sauce please, and she brought me these free of charge. So don't pay for them, just ask for them. Packets are not the best, are they? Better if we have a bottle, but it is what it is. You can't win them all. And I also added some pepper to my beans and egg. It really helps the flavour of the beans, I think, because beans are beans. Right, let's start with this fried bread. So the fried bread was nice and crispy. It's a little bit oily, but it did taste nice. Obviously, if you're not too fussed about a bit of grease, then I suppose we are in a greasy spoon cafe. Sort of, it's not like a healthy breakfast, is it? This ultimate full breakfast. So all in all, the fried bread wasn't too bad. Sausages, right? These really did look overdone. So I don't know if they've been sat there or not. Take a look inside of there. So they're not actually overdone, it's just the outer casing. So actually turned out they were quite tasty. Now I did read on a Facebook group that they're not actually Morrison's own brand sausages in some of the Morrison's cafes, so I'm not sure. You have to let me know in the comments about that. Brown sauce, always brown sauce with breakfast, no red sauce. The mushroom, now regular viewers of the channel will know that I love my mushrooms, and this one looks really not dirty but like earthy, really quite good. So unfortunately it was cold. It was still tasty, but you know, I don't know if it had been sat out or while other things were being made, but it was cold. Oh well, on to the next thing. We're going for the black pudding next, and here it is. Obviously the beans have taken over a bit of it, but I don't mind my food mixing. I know some of you guys are talking about breakwaters and putting things in between sausage, beans and egg and tomatoes and things. I don't mind. I can put a bit of everything on my fork. I'm not fussed. And that black pudding was actually really tasty. Got a nice thickness to it, a really meaty texture, and those white fatty bits really added to the flavour. Very, very nice. So on to the beans. Now obviously you know what I think. Beans are beans. Although I would advise adding pepper to beans every time. The butter I added in my last video, what I did at home, I don't think it made much of a difference, so I probably wouldn't bother doing that. But pepper all the time. Right, bacon. Although it looks a little bit anemic, a bit underdone, there's hardly any fat on it, which is what I like as well. It could use a bit longer under the grill. However, it does taste actually quite nice. It's not as salty as other bacon I've had. It surprised me, this, to be honest. It's actually not too bad. So yeah, I actually quite like the bacon. So this is what happens when you don't have enough tea, because I'm halfway through the breakfast now, and my tea's run out. This is where a pot of tea would have given me a little bit extra. However, unfortunately, you can pour that as much as you want, Deano. There's nothing coming out. On to the egg, which also I seasoned with a bit of pepper. Like I say, it's not runny, but it looked like it used to be runny. But on the plus side, there's no scabby bottom, and overall it was really nice. Maybe it would have been runny if I'd have eaten it straight away rather than doing all the camera work and things. We'll never know. Anyway, tasty nonetheless. Right, tomato. Not for me, this one, unfortunately. It's a nice fresh tomato, but I think it belongs more on a salad than a breakfast. You'll all know that I prefer tinned chopped tomatoes, but if it's going to be fresh, it has to be cooked. and this was really raw in my opinion. They've even left that, I don't know what it's called, the stalk, the green bit on it. I don't think I'll be finishing that. Well, I know I didn't finish it. This is the voiceover. This is after the fact. Yeah, it wasn't for me. This was not for me. Belongs on a salad, that, or it needs to be cooked a whole lot more. Hash browns. So these look really good, nice and crispy on the outside. What I look for in a hash brown is like onion flavour and a nice potato winner, but with a crispy outside. So that's what I was looking for in this one. However, although you can see the potato in there, there was no onion flavour really. All you could taste is the oil that it was deep fried in, which is a little bit of an issue, but it doesn't taste too bad. Obviously, I feel like I would prefer mine. If you want that onion flavour to come through, I prefer mine oven cooked or grilled or something rather than deep fried. But it is what it is. All in all, not too bad a breakfast. So I'm going to finish this now. Show you a few little mouthfuls, and unfortunately there's no tea left, so I'm going to struggle. So as you can see, I could not finish it all. I needed more tea really. Okay, so I have just finished my breakfast there, and I have to say, I didn't think it was that bad. I think it were okay. I don't think it were setting the world on fire, but it was half decent. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and I'm going to use that as a base for the others scores. So like, if I think Asda's better, I'll go above, and obviously if I think something's worse, I'll go below. Now the raw tomato was a real stickler for me, and also the fact that a pot of tea, you only got 1 cup. Why? Now I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head what the what a price of a cup of tea and a pot of tea are, but they're the same size, so don't be duped into buying a pot of tea thinking you're going to get more tea, because I ran out of tea, as you saw, and then that stopped me from finishing the breakfast because I needed a drink. So I didn't really finish it all. It wasn't bad. 7 out of 10, like I say. We'll go on to the next one, and I will continue this later down the line, as long as you've all got behind it. So if you haven't already, don't forget, like this video if you liked it on the way out, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're nearly at 5,000. Only what, about 50 off now, 50, 60 off. So get behind the channel, subscribe, and we'll do more like this. Now, like I said, I didn't finish it because I needed a drink. So I went to get a drink, a fizzy drink, and I saw this. Lilt pineapple and grapefruit. Well, Fanta pineapple and grapefruit, formerly known as Lilt. £1.79. 500ml bottle. Absolute rip-off. Couldn't believe it. Oh well. And bring back Lilt and make it a 70p cheaper. That's what I say. Okay, thank you for watching this video. And yeah, let me know the other supermarkets, what you want me to go to, see their cafes. And let me know if you did enjoy this like voiceover style video. I feel like you're going to see more of the food rather than more of me just munching it all. So let me know. We'll see. I've got to go edit it now and see if it actually does work. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Thanks for watching. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.